visionaries, welcome back to the planet. Today we're going to continue the Alkaline series of recipes. If you have not yet seen my fried zucchini, fried mushrooms, and zucchini alfredo recipes, please do take a look. Today we're going to be getting into a very versatile grain on the Dr. Sebi diet and food list, which is teff. Teff is a grain that comes in various forms. The larger kernels of the teff I use for a kind of morning porridge recipe, which I can do for you guys as well, so that'll be coming up on the channel. But today I'm going to utilize teff flour, so you definitely would need to get a finer grain of teff, so the ground teff, for this recipe. So you will have a cup of the ground teff along with some unsweetened applesauce. So instead of eggs, which we know we don't have dairy on the Sebi diet, we would utilize the applesauce to kind of bind our mixture together. And this pancake recipe is going to be more of a thicker batter than we're used to when making pancakes. So essentially you will have 1 cup of teff flour, half a cup of the unsweetened applesauce. You'll also need a pinch of sea salt, some cinnamon, so a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, or cinnamon to taste to your liking, and then also a 1/4 cup of sparkling spring water, so spring water of your choice, Perrier or others. That's going to help to add some leavening to it, since we're not using baking soda or baking powder, and you definitely want to be conservative with the amount of the sparkling water that you do use. You don't want to thin out the batter too much, because without the eggs and the fact that teff is a gluten-free type of grain, there's not a lot to bind it together and hold it together. So you want to make sure that the batter is thicker. Again, we're holding it together essentially with the applesauce, so you don't want to thin it out too much with the sparkling water. So you just want to drizzle that in and make a little bit thicker batter, so that once you put it on your griddle or your non-stick skillet, you will be able to move the pancakes around without them sticking, and then also with them holding together on the spatula as you flip them. You do also want to have your skillet on a lower heat to ensure that your batter is not burning as it's cooking, but then to make sure that it's done all the way, but then also the one side before you flip it is firm and together enough so that it doesn't break apart when you flip it over. So definitely do use a non-stick skillet where available. You can use a cast iron skillet, but the non-stick skillet will definitely ensure that you'll have the ability to move the pancake around, and again, it not stick to the pan too much as you're trying to flip it. Also, you can use the oil of your choice. So to cook with, I usually use an avocado oil. Again, on the Sebi diet, there are various oils that are approved, but there are some that are not recommended to heat, like olive oil is more of a finishing oil than an oil that you would want to heat or cook with. So definitely choose whichever one you like, but ensure that on the Sebi list, which I have a link to down in the description, the latest one from 2021, there on that list it recommends which ones to not cook with and which ones are okay to cook with. So please do take a look at that. But I usually either use avocado oil or grapeseed oil for cooking or frying of any kind. So definitely use whichever one you would like for that purpose. Essentially, once you've mixed your batter and you've cooked it on both sides for a few minutes, as you would a usual pancake, You can definitely dress them with the fruit of your choice from the Sebi diet. Here I have berries, and there is a little honey ladle there, but I use agave. Of course, honey is not on the list of sweeteners on the Sebi diet, so I just use a little bit of agave. Some people like to sprinkle date sugar to have kind of a snickerdoodle type of finishing to it, so it's just up to you which one of the sweeteners you would like to utilize as well. I will definitely be coming back to you with more recipes. Please do let me know down below if you would like me to explore more savory recipes, sweets, breakfast foods, dinner foods, lunch foods, whichever you would like to see more of. I'm also coming to you with some snack videos as well, so you'll see what things I like to snack on that are alkaline and Sebi approved as well. Until next time, I wish you peace, health, and happy eating.